See him aim in there. That ADS came through, and Clement, I think, unfortunately, may fall here as he's not paying much attention. He doesn't even see him there. Shots come through, so now Seventor does go on the offensive. The shots not connecting there. The edit gonna come through. He does get that cone off. Shots coming through. Clement is in a bad spot. This is never somewhere you want to be as an individual. A shockwave or crash pad is gonna come on through. The double beam there from Seventor. And I think, unfortunately, Clement may go down here as he's trying to run away for his life.
This can quite literally be a qualifying engagement for Seventor. This is a massive battle. The implications here means that he could potentially push his way into top 50 and hold Clement out. This is the last game, ladies and gentlemen. Every single battle at this point matters. This is your...
And we're being told we have a very, very, very interesting replay that we have to take a look at. As we swap over, you are going to see Mr. Savage here on your screen at the yacht. You know, everybody says spam this cabbage to help Mr. Savage. We'll see if it does help. The shots don't connect there, and he just gets eliminated there with the SMG spray. So unfortunately, falling early. I'll be honest, the other day I tweeted out that Holly Hedges is my least favorite drop spot because I don't think it has good loot, and Rezon showing that, hey, like, you're just looting it wrong. I'm coming out with amazing loot and making it work. So, you know, I'm changing minds here today. Rezon also just, you know, it didn't even seem like it mattered what loot he had. He was just going to play very, very well. Speaking of great loot choices, Benji has a very, very hard one here to make. He's going to go for the big pot over the crash, or the chug splashes or the peppers there, as he does pop one. And if you look at the mini map there, there's not much to see, but there's nobody around him, and that's what's good for Benji. He doesn't have to worry about being way too aggressive early game.
That's right. That can be the downfall. Bala was leaning into the conversation itself there as well. Chasing can sometimes be your downfall in general. You can't force the elims to come to you. That's when you get punished most. Remember, it's players that go on offense that expose themselves and the weaknesses get cracked out there. So we continue to pull on through here. And oh my gosh, Nate with the monstrous hunting rifle shot. Quick on the reaction on the draw there. Without a single inch of hesitation, he's going to find a massive elimination. That's his 33rd point. And now rounding out his entire loadout to look nice and epic. Quite literally here with the RPG, the shotgun, and the pistol. It's Link. And off to your right there, you see the format, guys. This is how the placement points get divvied out. So this next elim, a crucial one for a point here on the feed. And of course, every elimination in good Fortnite fashion is worth 1 point.
Just got word that Teak was the other player there and is averaging more than 4 units for round number 2. As Shuzi is just unfortunately gonna fall there. Link finding that sniper shot. Again, snipers have really been the story of this season as well. And just so many opportunities there. But Teak and Kazik as well was the other player there, just absolutely dominating today as well. We saw Kazik pick up some dubs. I've seen him fall off just a little bit. We'll keep our eyes there. He may come back, made that, you know, that last game run that everybody wants to see out of their favorite player. Thinking of someone who does need a run to get towards that top is Quavato. He was close around, I think, 13th place coming into this game, but he's playing very far into the zone, and there's someone on top of him who I don't think he was expecting anybody to be here.
Like he's invested into this, looking for the wall control right now. The edit's gonna come out, and yes, he's gonna find the biggest shot. It's gonna be the 44 piece from above, and now the flopper to get in, and now goes the crash pad. He connects even off the flick as well. The 180 turnaround. What a great shot from Quavato, and there it is, completely wrapping up Andy. And now Quavato has the siphon off of that as well, and a refresher to continue to push his way through this game.
That's going to be a very big point of contention there for him. A point of contention for Benji is this fight that's going to happen there onto Forsecki, as Benji is in a record-setting performance. He's in position to add to his record 12 top 5 FNCS placements, including incredible 5 first-place finishes. That is insane. Shots coming through, but the record may have not just happened as he goes down. But money comes in, right? And the glory, right? Hey, I got first, like I'm the best. But top 50 gets you into the heats. Right now, that's sitting around 13, 18, that range there. If you see anybody above that, they're more than likely going to be good going into the heats, but they want to secure that there. As Trey fires one shot and he takes down Hin.
And the headshot at that. The headshot, the unfortunate. Now, here's a little replay though. You can see exactly how that unfolded. I was questioning, how was it that Hen revealed himself to get tapped from behind? It's because he was sitting on top of that base. He was in a fight. And look at that, the huge shot, not covering and just above the ramp elevation right there, just above. It was enough for Frey to see in and hit the single headshot from downrange.
But playing very conservative with them. That's one of the things about Mongrel, is that he does spend a lot more matches, I feel like, than the average player, because he's very, very good at building those builds, but got to be careful about not taking these mid-game fights and getting up. Again, he was in contention for those top spots, still is, and more than likely will qualify with the points that he's at. He makes a very easy rotation in his own, but he does have to be careful of the player above him, as they are looking down on top of him. We see a nice wide shot of everybody nearby. Queasy is nearby there. I believe that's Woodsy up above him, because now we're transitioning over to see how players are rotating through the zone.
The fourth zone is such an important one as well. Let's not forget that right after this, the more center you are, the more likely you are to catch the next half in, half out. It looks like Jerky's got a serious situation on his hands here. Not only is he on the storm line, but he's just gotten tagged from someone behind him who's going full psycho mode. He has to launch pad and gets tagged in the air and taken out. Just like that, his run, his last game is all over.
That really, really, really pays off, because his aim is just absolutely insane.
Yeah, let's not forget, you get a little bit more zoom capability with that higher fire rate to trade off, so it is very, very good. But either way, it's not going to help you in the box fight. Doesn't look like Mongrel's going to need it. The tack attack is going to be enough to bail him out on a 2 HP save. And just like that, he has 52 HP, and that bottomless chug jug from Ocean's mythic side of the loot there is going to go ahead and fill and cap him off. We're seeing how this can come in handy in the mid game right now. There's not a lot of opportunities you'll find 15 seconds to pop it, but this is one of those rare circumstances where it is the perfect solution for getting tagged down. And now he has the opportunity here to trade it out, potentially for floppers. I saw in the inventory loot right there. Here's a player on the bubble, Carrot, who's sitting next to Reason, the first place in the day one opens right now in this qualifier here. This is not looking too good for Carrot. I think he's in such a scary position to be in right now.
He is no longer the coolest Carrot right now. He's in
oh my gosh.
bad spot. Actually, all of a sudden in a good spot. He's taken down number one, Rezon, in a bad spot. The crash pad coming through. He does get out for the time being, changing layers, but he's in a very bad angle. Oh, and a nice edit. Gonna save him for now. Carrot on the other side. Those shots gonna stall out here. He needs to try to pop some middies. An insert being made here. He's trying to box up and just change as many layers as he can to put as much material in between him and his opponent. And for now, he is going to be able to get out. That looked very, very scary for a minute there. Rezon, though, has been in this situation before. Low ground, low mats, low ammo, low shield. And he's made it out, so we'll see if he's going to be able to do it again.
Carrot is looking at Reason with complete envy here, who has 62 points in him. Just in the teens now, who needs this elimination. It's up to Reason though if he wants to play spoiler or not, depending on how good his shot is right now, which as we've seen today has been very, very deadly, is going to be the determining factor for any of these players that are fighting right now. But wait, another big tag is going to work against Reason here, and Reason's going to go on the counter offense. No, it's not going to be enough, and now has to back up here out of hard material, so forced to recycle back into the metal builds of his previous. And yes, he wants to escape. Finds a launch pad, and Reason has another opportunity here to get away. He lands inside the box with the charge, but no, it's not going to be enough. He gets absolutely demolished by Marine. That was the wrong box to land in on, and now Marine has the opportunity to continue to earn his way up the top, right? We talked about it. If you're in top 5, a Victory Royale can secure you first place if Reason goes down, and Marine made this possible for himself and only himself now in this endgame.
What a play there. He made it possible, but with that little HP, I'm very worried. However, I'm not worried about Teak, whose crash pads are coming through. The crash pad threw him all the way down to Logo. What a perfect usage of it there. The charge shotgun not going to connect, though, hoping it did, but now on low ground has time to wait. We do see Mick going down there to Vadil. Teak, though, low ground, trying to find anything that they can Any extra loot, any extra elimination. He's actually going to take down Marine.
Wow.
The zone, and I think that's secured first place there for Rezon here today.
Let's talk about this. Anas lighting someone up in the feed there. Carrot as well. These are two players on the cusp of qualification. Those could be very well the elims that they needed to make their way through the finals day. Let's see, though. It's Mongra on the other side. As we see, he traded out nothing. He ended up keeping the infinite Chug Jug here and the peppers, because you can see the steam coming out of his ears right now, valuing the Chug Jug even in the end game like this when you think he wouldn't. Let's see how this is going to play out now. 40 points for Mongrel. He needs to do something big or go home now. Let's see it though. Playing this back edge now. 9 builds remaining. You can see it's a desperate situation for the Mongrel. Okay, one more though. Someone ends up putting a wall behind him as well. This is not his this is not his base, Clay. This is not his area. He has to work his way through these enemy builds. He's just trying to stay on the backside. Here it is. Someone finally walks in. It's not going to be enough. He gets traded out by Nate. And Nate finds himself the 40th point there now as he approaches this end game.
And unfortunately, that's the issue with taking a burst rifle as your swap weapon. When you use a charged shotgun, it's just so hard to hit the shots, especially while he's peppered. It was just too hard to track. His Seventor is going to fall. We see Quavado there as well. Anas there in your screen. Link has been popping off. Rezumi will fall. I think Link sitting on 3, 4, 5 eliminations right now, has been playing very, very well. M10 Legends, who's we've barely seen on your screen, but has been popping off. 34 points is nothing to scoff at there. Has gotten a lot in this game. A shot gonna come through. Superior's gonna go down. There's another player right there. The peanut butter peak going back and forth. Legends is gonna be a legend, and he takes down Anas. This is a great run here for them. Will more than likely put them in that top 50 threshold that they need to move on to Heat. The zone is closing. This is the last zone there. And look at the top. It's Tayson. We haven't seen much of him today, but he holds the high ground. Coolest carry. Getting shockwave to zone. Link going into zone. Everybody is going into zone. They're all fighting in zone. The only person in zone is Tayson and Vevi. Everybody is fighting outside. Coolest carrot going up. Shockwave being used. Tayson does no longer have the high ground as carrot there, but the piece control was so beautiful. The shockwave came out. He's out. Tayson looking to get the last elimination. Vevi with the crouch there is going to be able to pick it up. Vevi with the last game picks up the victory royale with 6 eliminations.
Yeah, this was domination on not necessarily another level, but on day one, I think this is the stamp that he wanted to make. This is the statement that he wanted to make above people like Hen trying to catch up, above people like Link, who seem to have an easy path. Him and Cavado, an easy path to Caddy Corner. I mean, it was uncontested. The first game, he kind of just walked in, and then Cavado also, second game, he's just like, oh, this is mine, I guess.